When people think of classic television, one name always stands out: I Love Lucy. It's more than just a funny old show, it changed the way TV was made, watched, and remembered. Starring Lucille Ball and her real-life husband Desi Arnaz, I Love Lucy became one of the most important and influential shows in television history. But behind all the laughter was a story of risk, innovation, and a woman who refused to play by the rules. Before I Love Lucy, Lucille Ball was already a working actress. She had been in movies since the 1930s, mostly in small roles or as the funny sidekick. Desi Arnaz, her husband, was a Cuban band leader. They had very different careers and backgrounds, but their relationship was strong, though not always easy. When CBS first came up with the idea for I Love Lucy, they didn't want Desi to play Lucy's husband on the show. They thought America wouldn't accept a white woman married to a Cuban man. Lucille Ball didn't agree. She said no Desi, no show. And she meant it. She believed that their real-life chemistry was the secret to making the show work. And she was right. The show debuted in 1951 and quickly became a massive hit. People loved Lucy Ricardo, the goofy, curious housewife who was always getting into trouble. Whether she was trying to be in Ricky's nightclub show, working on an assembly line with chocolate flying everywhere, or stomping grapes in Italy, Lucy made audiences laugh like never before. Lucille Ball was a master of physical comedy, and she wasn't afraid to look silly, fall down, or make a mess. Her timing, facial expressions, and energy were one of a kind. She made it all look easy, but it took real talent and hard work. But I Love Lucy wasn't just funny, it was groundbreaking. For one thing, it was the first sitcom to be filmed in front of a live studio audience. Before that, shows were often recorded like radio plays, with laugh tracks added later. Lucille and Desi wanted the real laughter of real people, and it changed the feel of the show. Viewers at home could feel the energy and timing of their performances. It felt alive. Another huge change was the way the show was filmed. Most shows at the time were broadcast live and recorded using a fuzzy, low-quality method. Desi Arnaz pushed for I Love Lucy to be shot on high-quality film using multiple cameras, something that had never been done before in a sitcom. This not only made the show look better, but it also allowed it to be rerun. That's right, Desi Arnaz basically invented reruns. And that was because Lucille Ball became pregnant. When Lucy became pregnant in real life, they decided to write it into the show, even though talking about pregnancy on television was almost unheard of. They couldn't even say the word pregnant on air. Instead, they used the phrase expecting, but America loved it. The episode where Lucy tells Ricky she's expecting became one of the most watched shows in TV history. When she gave birth to little Ricky on the show, over 40 million people tuned in, more than watched the president's inauguration that same week. Behind the scenes, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz were not just stars, they were pioneers. They formed their own production company, Desi Productions, which would later produce other huge shows like Star Trek and Mission Impossible. Lucille Ball eventually became the first woman to run a major Hollywood studio. She wasn't just America's favorite redhead, she was also a powerful businesswoman in a time when women rarely held that kind of role in entertainment. Despite their success on screen, Lucille and Desi's marriage struggled. The pressures of fame, long hours, and personal issues eventually led them to divorce in 1960. But even after their marriage ended, they stayed close and remained proud of what they had built together. Their teamwork had changed television forever. I Love Lucy ran for 6 seasons and then continued with hour-long specials called the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour. Even after the show ended, it never really went away. It's been rerun for decades, across generations, and in countries all over the world. People still laugh at Lucy's antics, and it's easy to see why. The humor holds up. It's funny, sweet, and smart, even after all these years. The legacy of I Love Lucy is huge. It showed that a woman could be both funny and powerful. It broke new ground in how shows were made, filmed, and shared. It made people think differently about what comedy could look like, and it proved that people of different backgrounds, like Lucy and Desi, could connect with audiences everywhere. Today, I Love Lucy is more than just a TV show, it's a piece of history. It helped shape the world of entertainment as we know it. From the invention of reruns to the rise of female led comedy, the impact of Lucy Ricardo and Lucille Ball is still felt today. And maybe that's the best part of all. The show made people laugh, but it also made them feel seen, connected, and inspired. So the next time you hear someone say, I love Lucy, just remember, it's not just a title, it's a turning point in TV history. A moment when one woman's vision and talent changed everything. Like, comment, and subscribe for daily history and culture content.